Welcome to the channel. Many of you have probably already had contact with the new character, Tempest. But do you know what build is working best for obtaining essences, or simply to do daily activities relatively quickly? There are already many solutions, but I haven't noticed anyone using this one. So without further ado, let's get to the build. The basic skill of this build is Rolling Surf. It gives us 30% movement speed, but it is not the most important thing. With the essence of the main hand allows us to use the primary attack on the move. And actually, it's a lot. Many people use this skill mainly for movement speed, but in my opinion it is not the best solution. It's really hard to make the cooldown of this skill overlap, so we have to use something else to maintain full speed. And here the solution is another skill, Cascade. Cascade along with the head essence causes activation with every primary attack, significantly improving our damage. It's a pity that the range is quite poor, but basically Cascade delivers something different. This is the highest movement speed we can achieve, along with the essence of armor. This solution guarantees us the best speed of movement, at the same time disqualifying the use of Vortex, which many people use, probably for its huge range. However, Vortex only attacks a small group of mobs within its range, so in my humble opinion it is a poor skill for farming. I tried using it and often missed targets that I had to return to individually. So for me, 40% movement speed is definitely a much better solution. And for area damage I chose something different, This is of course Crosswind. In my opinion, the most useful skill for Tempest. Along with the offhand essence, we now apply the wind attack to our primary attack. But to make it a very effective range attack, we need to use the essence of the main hand. This way, we will fire additional crosswinds with each critical hit. And this is where players with low critical hit chance may have a problem. However, later in the video I will show you how to solve it using correct paragon points. In this way, we significantly improve our area damage, which in the case of Tempest is, in my opinion, quite low. The next skill is Breaker. Above all, it provides us with additional mobility, along with the legs essence. This essence also provides us with an absorbing shield, but I mainly chose it because of its low cooldown and to stacks. After each use of Breaker, we summon Zephyr, which makes defeating stronger targets much easier. Additionally, with the essence of Shoulders, Breaker significantly increases our damage, so it scales perfectly with other skills. And an additional shield will increase your survivability even if you don't need it. In the case of primary attack, I chose Wave Edge because of the area damage. But when using Rolling Surf, your primary attack is negated anyway, so this is a very optional choice. It should be up to you. As the last offhand slot, I chose additional damage for Zephyrs. However, if you decide to use Wind Edge as your primary attack, you can use an essence that will further strengthen its effect. As I already mentioned, The choice here is very optional, and it is not the basis of this build. Most of the time you will be using the rolling surf attack anyway. I mentioned that properly distributed paragon points are very important. So, let's get to it. For this configuration, you use Vanquisher. Of course, we unlock as many skills as possible and other trees to increase the attributes. But Vanquisher skills are important. Here's why. Wrath to stack damage. Zeal to stack attack speed. Treasure Find to increase the chance to drop legendary essences, especially useful when you are still looking for essences. Aggression to increase attack speed when stacked kill streak, and most importantly, Judgment. This is very useful for Crosswind, which activates with a critical hit. This way, regardless of critical hit chance, Crosswind will work on any group of mobs. Usually such a group consists of 5 mobs, so this is a very useful skill. And in the case of new paragon point trees, we can create interesting hybrids. The next crucial mechanics for Tempest are gems and green set items. I think the basic set is for pieces of Vithu. We have enough skills to maintain the second bonus long enough. The second set is Agmet. This is especially useful for activating Firestorm. Firestorm increases the base damage of wind skills by 50%, so basically this makes our Crosswind much more powerful. However, if you have a rolling consequence gem, then Agmet's set is not necessary, and you can use anything that will increase your damage. For example, Banquet. When it comes to legendary gems, I use the standard and quite versatile configuration. It is damage over time with Viper and Seeping Bile, Pain Clasp and Jade for damage bonus, Blessed Pebble to increase beneficial effects duration. The rest is quite optional, and I wouldn't focus so much on build for farming. But rolling consequences is definitely the core for Tempest in my opinion. With all that being said, I hope the video was helpful. Don't forget to hit a like button to increase videos range. Consider subscription to stay up to date. And as always, thanks for watching.